Bible, I do not see the teachings of the fathers in the scripture being emphatic upon the color of your skin. Yes,
the thing about it is, we trying to clarify that it's not about skin
when
color.
I started talking to you,
It's about.
hold on a second, let me finish speaking. You can't have a dialogue and understand each other. So when I started talking to you, you said to me, we're the Negroes, we're the chosen people, we're the Hebrews and so on. Right? So you are the ones who put front and center the nationality or race of law.
Alright, now let me answer
when
that.
When it comes to the scripture, I don't care whether you're black, white, right? I don't care, right? I understand. You can quote scripture as much as you want. I'm familiar with my Bible. I read my Bible daily. I understand scriptures. You give an interpretation. I can show you dozens and dozens of scriptures which talk about the Jewish nation, their history, and how they will be re-established back in the land before Christ returns. Do you believe that Christ is supposed to return?
Yeah.
I can show you that from a prophetical standpoint, before Christ returns, Jews have to be back in the land of Israel. It is a necessity for
Okay,
back in the land. And you're saying, the premise of your religion or your faith, whatever you want to call it, is the Jews in the land of Israel right now, they are imposters. Right. Exactly. So either they're imposters, all right, and you have it right, or they are God's people, they are descended, they're unfaithful, they're an arrogant people, but they are God's people who live in the land, and you have your interpretation.
Okay.
One of the two. There's only one option there, right?
Let me answer it, because you like to throw out a whole lot of things and stuff, but when we want to deal with one thing at one point at a time, you know what I'm saying? First of all, what you said something about, well, you know, the Bible doesn't deal in color, but see, that's very hypocritical for you to say, because your people dealt in colors. Your people who said, is that Jesus? Your people. Is that Jesus? Is that Jesus?
My people.
Answer the question. Is that Jesus?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
So, wait a minute. Don't tell me you want to sit up there and say all this stuff about how much you believe in the Bible, but yet you can't tell me the color of Christ. That's really good to know.
To me, this is not about color. You're making
my question to you is why in the 1400s did your people put that up there and slaughter over hundreds of millions of our people, blacks, Hispanics, and all that, and make them bow to that, and now everybody accept that as Jesus, and that's not Jesus. Everybody accepts this douchebag right here as Jesus, and this is not Jesus. Now, if it has nothing to do with color, then why make him Caucasian anyway?
That is an artist's rendition of Christ.
Of a lie.
But see, this is what's interesting. If you're saying this is not about color, what you're saying and the way you're coming across is all about color.
Yeah, and then
this is all about race and color to you.
You want to make it about color.
But you're
talking about color because you're talking about it. We said it's nationality. You bring the color thing into it. But now, guess what? The reason why we said color is because color doesn't matter when they put this picture. Now, when we start finding out that the Jews are people of color, right? Then color doesn't matter. It's not about color.
Colors like you reference the pictures you got down here.
But see, there's a problem with that in itself, and the reason why there's a problem with that, if we're going to sit up there and use the scripture, and we're going to sit up there and tell the truth, we're going to have to tell the truth here. And let me hold on 1 second. You got Acts 13:1? Read me Acts 13:1.
Acts 13:1.
Come on.
Now there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
Certain prophets, what they call them?
And teachers. And Barnabas and Simeon.
So Barnabas and Simeon was prophets. They were Jews, and they were in the church of Antioch. Who were they called?
That was called Niger.
What was called who?
Niger.
Oh, that's color. That's color. That means Niger. What does Niger mean? Niger means it's synonymous with the word Negro.
That was his name.
No. Paul.
Teachers. Here's his name. His name is Barnabas and Simeon.
So we got
two called Niger.
Yeah.
That was called Niger.
Yeah. And there are other people.
Give me chapter 5 verse 10.
There are other people.
1 and 5. Psalm 1 and 5.
Honestly, you keep quoting scripture to me.
Well, it's the truth. I thought you want truth. Don't you want truth?
We're making this about...
Did you come up here for the truth, or did you come up here to dictate how we should be? Because see, your people had no problem putting up that false image. Your people had no problem Renaissance in their history. Now we're talking the truth and saying what Christ looked like. Now all of a sudden color don't matter. Well, eat chicken that has green growing out of it if color don't matter. Come on.
I don't understand what you're trying to do.
Go ahead.
Song of Solomon 1 in verse 5.
Come on.
I am black.
What did King Solomon say?
I am black but comely.
Oh, you ever hear that saying? You ever hear that saying? Hold on. How we say I'm black and beautiful.
That word?
I'm black and beautiful.
That word in the Hebrew is the word soccer.
No, that word in Hebrew is Prov. There is no vowels in it.
We just tell you in Hebrew it says Prov. Dark unto the earth.
Yo.
You know the earth is different shades of brown.
Keep reading, because the verse itself deals with what he's saying.
I am black but comely, all ye daughter of Jerusalem.
All you what?
All ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Keep going.
Okay.
As the tents of Kedar,
Tents of Kedar, there it is.
as the curtain of Solomon.
So therefore, if you believe in the Bible, and you say you do, but I don't think you do, because when we want to speak about the truth, you don't want it to happen. If you so-called white people believe in the Bible, you're going to have to believe black is beautiful, because King Solomon, it's recorded.
What are you doing here? You trying to tell everybody who's walking by that the black people of God's chosen people?
Well, not every black person. Not every black person. Because see, if you would have been here when our camp opened, you would have heard me say things like, you know, Christine Aguilera. You've ever heard that singer, Christine Aguilera? Well, you know she's a woman of my nation. But Bob Marley is not a person of my nation. So it doesn't per se goes on the skin color itself. We do got people who are Israelites that look a little bit like you, but yet they have the flavor of a Negro because their father's line go back to slave, or their father's line go back. So we never, ever said for sure that all Caucasian people or looking Caucasian people are what? Or all Edomites. No, because Nelson Mandela, he's not our people. Barack Obama, he's not our people.
Idi Amin.
What defines
Idi Amin.
What defines your people?
My people is the ones who goes back to slavery. When you follow the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, you will find the 12 tribes of Israel. And you remember in Ezekiel 37 that you quoted? Hold on. The Ezekiel 37 that you quoted. Now remember, I'm going to hold you to that. The Valley of the Dry Bones. That was our slave spiritual song on the cotton field.
All throughout the Middle East. What about
That was our slave.
You say only people
were they enslaved?
People were shooting up and bang bang, but no one going to back. So somebody who came from and was a slave, is he God's chosen people?
He got your line. Give me Job 8:8.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm answering with scripture.
Yeah, the answer is right here.
Yeah, Job 8:8. Job the 8th chapter, the 8th verse.
Job
It sounds like you don't like the Bible.
So Job was written way before Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
But see, everything that was written aforetime is for our what? Learning. Read. Job 8:8.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
To inquire, to ask, to search, to do a diligent search for what?
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Their fathers. You got to be from your father's loins. That is from your father's loins. Like if I was to lay down with any woman on this planet, that baby that coming out will be an Israelite. Why? Because it's from my loins. But if our woman lay down with any man on that planet, whoever she lays down with, she's going to give birth to that man. That man's seed. It's all about the seed. It has always been about the seed. So it cannot be, yes, it's a spiritual thing when it comes to Israel, but it cannot be spiritual. It has to be from a seed out of the loins first.
I don't really understand it. So what's the difference between you and another black guy who walks down the road here?
Well, it all depends on who that so-called black guy is.
Is he Hebrew or not?
Well, we got to do a diligent search on his father's side. Just like the scripture says.
What defines him as being a Hebrew?
What defines him as being
Whether he's
Hebrew?
being descended from a slave.
I can't afford you.
Descendant of the slave, a so-called African American, a so-called Native American, and you gotta one of your flags. You got to show them on the side. So all of these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Curses. Christmas.
And not only that, what you got to understand too is that we